Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. I know it's been a while, I've had a lot of stuff to do, but I'm back and I'm going to be trying, and I'll be uploading videos a bit more regularly now, hopefully. Hopefully with not sort of long gaps in between, but, you know, sort of spread out a bit better. As you can hear in the background, there is music playing, so I hope you can hear that. Let me just check. Yeah, you can. Don't have my headphones on. That's because this is 0.17.1, the new update that was released, I suppose yesterday. The time's all messed up, but yeah, it was released yesterday, I think. Depends on what time zone you're in. It includes music and lots of bug fixes, including changes to Gilly and Bop, two of the moons, where their surface was a bit odd and the surface collision was a bit buggy, so if you tried to land on it, you might end up going through it. As well as changes to, which I thought had been added in 0.17, but might have been like a placeholder thing. The buttons might have been a placeholder thing, where you can now rotate Kerbals left and right while they're flying around on EVA, so you're not permanently stuck having your feet towards the ground of whatever body you're currently orbiting. As you can see as well, I've installed MechJeb. And why have I installed MechJeb? Well, it's because I'm going to send a probe to another planet, hopefully, sort of practice. This particular probe is very annoying to assemble because if this doesn't work properly. Maybe a different angle might... Oh, there we go. Okay, that was easy. Yeah, this probe will land on Duna, because of Duna is where everyone goes when they first start this. There we go. Those are the landing thrusters, and I've got to get the landing legs. There's no way to put a parachute though. I want to put a parachute on. Ah, you can do that. Okay, I'll do that. Where are the landing legs? There they are. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to send a manned mission over there yet, because if I know that landing is one thing, taking off again is entirely another, so I'd rather practice first landing on another planet, because we always do that before, you know, just to test stuff out anyway in real life. Oh yeah, you need the specific decoupler, as well as the decoupler is a bit buggy as well. Mechanical jeb, I won't be cheating with it, unless I don't want to be, you know, as in... I don't want to be using it to fly the ship. I will be using it as sort of for some information to help with the mission, but not to actually do anything automatically. It'll just be there so it's an unmanned probe. Also, I watched the developer live stream yesterday. Ooh, that's the proper mechanical jeb. Yeah, I watched the developer live stream yesterday. Or, well, is it yes? Yeah, I suppose so. It was at 2 PM Pacific time, I think, or don't know. But yeah, there was a live stream yesterday. I'm just going to say that on Twitch TV, where the developers, or some of them, they can't have all the developers all the time, but some of the developers were talking about the new features they're adding in 0.18, I believe. So. Things they're adding, if you haven't seen the stream, they're adding another planet, changes to moons, another moon. I think they're removing Moho's atmosphere and making it less hot, because they're going to put a planet even closer to the... my speech is all messed up. A planet even closer to the sun. They're going to add new parts, including fairing plates. Oh nuts, that was the wrong one. Hang on. I forgot this particular order you have to do this in, because it won't attach otherwise. You do that, and then you do that, and then you do that. And you do that. There we go, okay. Yeah, fairing plates and stuff. Actually, you don't need an SAS, because MechJeb does that for you. Okay. Oh, well now it won't attach. Bear with me. There we go. Yeah, so there's new engines and fuel tanks. I think they're either new engines and fuel tanks or they're restyling the engines and fuel tanks. I'm not exactly sure, but there are lots of new parts. Docking as well, there's going to be proper docking, which is going to be fantastic for space, for interplanetary travel and stuff, and building space stations. As soon as 0.18 comes out, I'm building a massive space station in space. and you can all watch me. Yeah, so what else is there as well? Oh yeah, there's also an orbit planner as well. There's a few more features I think they've either said and I've forgotten or they haven't said yet. But there's going to be an orbit planner, which will allow you to sort of, well, plan your orbits out, I suppose. It's sort of, you add nodes whilst you're, you know, in the map view when you've got the lines showing you your trajectory and stuff, you can add nodes across that trajectory and then expand them out and in various directions and stuff to sort of graphically show where you want to go. And then it will show you sort of how long you've got until you've got to start burning, how long you've got to burn for, how much delta V you've got to have. That's change in velocity if you don't know. And stuff like that. There we go. Had that on the wrong setting. Yeah, how much delta V you've got to have to do it. Yeah, and basically what you've got to try and match your trajectory to that. So it's sort of, it helps with planning where you've got to go and making sure that things are possible where you are. But it doesn't actually fly it for you. Where MechJeb can fly the rocket for you, this doesn't actually fly it for you. It sort of shows you how to fly it for yourself, if that makes any sense, which it probably doesn't. Right, so this ship, hopefully, I think it only takes, depending on the size of your craft, of course. It only takes about 2 tanks of fuel, I think, to get to a planet, and then another 2 to get back. This is a very, very small ship, so it will take a while because the nuclear engine has so little thrust, but I'll probably be able to show this to you in action if you haven't already seen it on other people's videos. Just get the fuel line sorted. That's messed up. There we go. And big tanks. I think you can just go straight into... Let's see how far we get with this ship. I think that will take us to the planet. Where are the struts? On the other page. The MechJeb parts are messing up the order. And then I want decouplers. I'll also want Separatrons as well. I haven't used them properly either. I think Scott Manley tried to make a Separatron powered rocket. You can't get very high with Separatrons. You can use RCS to get a rocket into orbit, albeit a tiny one. But you can use RCS, so that's quite cool. What am I doing? I don't know where anything is. There we are. It's right there. So I want 4 of these. Slightly lower down. I might be able to get away with 2, but let's just try with 4. Is that right? Yep. No, it's not. It's not right at all. Oh yeah, I've got a... something I've noticed with these large parts is that when you string them all together like that, they do tend to wobble under their own weight. So it's a very good idea to add struts to actually attach those tanks together, or else they can sometimes split and catastrophically one half will go straight into the rocket. Actually, just because I've said that, I'm not going to put struts on this rocket, simply on the off chance that I'll be able to show you that happening, because it's brilliant. Although sometimes physics does it for you. Because I've seen a peculiar bug on someone's video. It might have been Scott Manley's again. I watched all of his videos, but where the physics engine just decided to die suddenly, and it decided that the rocket didn't exist or had no collision boundaries. So the sort of section here just sort of detached and started going straight through it, just not destroying anything. And then it looked like the physics engine just suddenly thought, wait a minute, something's happened here, and the whole thing just disappeared in a puff of smoke. Literally in a puff of smoke, it just vaporized. So I hope that doesn't happen. Oh yeah, I think random failures, thinking about failures, random failures is something that that Squad wants to add into the game as well. Now I need Separatrons. Though actually, I think way back when I first got the game, I suggested that to them, so I like to think that they thought of that because of me. Though I doubt it. I think you only need... I've tried once before with, I think 6 Separatrons per one of these, and it just, it lags horribly. It works fine, but it lags horribly. But I think you only need 2 per sort of section, pointing upwards slightly. And outwards as well, because if you have them pointing inwards, they tend to blow up this section. So, sort of there. Pointing downwards slightly. And now I've got to try and match it on the other side. I can't remember how many times I did that. Oh well. Let's try and see. Oh, that's way off. It's supposed to be over here. There we go. Actually, I think that's about right. I hope. Well, if it's wrong, it'll just spin around, so... I just don't want it to hit the rocket, that's all. There we go. That's the last thing. And finally... Finally... These. Launch stabilizers. Just need to bring the rocket down. Is it about that part? Yes. Okay. Oh, still a bit high. Still very high. And I just got to sort out the staging. Okay, that'll do. I'll call this Interplanetary probe because it sounds cool. Yeah, that's it. I think that's how you spell interplanetary. There we go. Save that. Staging. Right. Yeah, I don't want them going off on the first stage. I want them going off when the decouplers go off. So basically all of these up there. There should be 8 of them. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's fine. Also, I want this engine down there. In fact, I think I want all of that. Well, it's all the parts are a bit messed up, but it's only the engines and the decouplers I need to really worry about. That wants to go off at the same time as these. I don't want that to happen. Actually, I should put that there. Yeah, because then those detach. And those detach, and then that's sort of, for some reason, up there. Then that detaches, and then it lands. Oh, parachute. Should I put a parachute on it, or would it be fine on its own fuel? Because I know how little fuel it actually has. That's kind of why I wanted to add a parachute on it, if I could. Let's do that. Actually, Duna has a very thin atmosphere. I want to aerobrake into it to actually get into some sort of an orbit. And I expect this will be a 2-parter. Let's try that. I hope they don't come off with a decoupler, which I know they probably will, but oh well. Parachutes at the top. Okay, let's save that. How long have we been going for? Okay. Let's launch. Let's see what happens. Hope I attach those right and not onto the sort of ends of the decoupler. I'll need to make this HUD bigger as well. Heads up display. Okay. Now, something I want to have open is the phase. Is the phase angles? No, are the phase angles, because of these are sort of, if we go into the map view. Oh, they're still up. Okay. I've actually got that up on another monitor. Oh, if you saw that thing whizzing off over there, if you're not moving, the apoapsis decides that it wants to leave the solar system. For some reason. Yeah, the angle from the sun to there and the sun to there, that's a phase angle. So if you're there, then if you draw a line over there and then to there, then the angle from there to there is a phase angle. So you've got to get these right. And I know that if I just switch the monitor over, yeah, for going to Duna from Kerbin, that needs to be 44.36 degrees. It's currently 135. So before I lift off, I'll just fast forward time until that goes down to 44, as in Duna's sort of up here and we're sort of over here somewhere. Also, the direction in which you lift off and you orbit, and when you actually burn to go into an orbit around the other planet matters as well, because of you can take a you can save a lot of fuel with the O-berth effect, which is sort of the closer you are to a body, further within its gravity well, the more efficient your engines are in the long run. If you're orbiting Kerbin and you try and set a trajectory to another planet, then a small burn will reduce the apoapsis or increase the apoapsis a huge amount for the fuel. Here we go. Oh, something else I've done as well is the little orbital things. You know where you have your trajectory going up, and then if you intersect, it shows the trajectory from that intersect as well. I can't remember what it's called now. That I changed that from 2 to 4, which means that if I'm orbiting Kerbin and it shows me my trajectory to sort of go to Duna, it will also show me if I've got an intersect. So I hopefully will be able to do it practically straight away, rather than having to then go into an orbit around the sun and then try and do loads of stuff which uses a lot of fuel. So we're at 47 degrees, need to be at 44.36. Just rotate this around. You can use a protractor on the screen. Come on. Here we go. Right there. 44.3. 8, 7, 5, 6. I mean, yeah, I can't count. 2, 1, yeah, somewhere around there. Okay, that's fine. It's still going down though. Okay, that should be fine. So, all we've got to do is get the trajectory right. Just put that up there somewhere. Now, 3. I'll just throttle up. 3. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I thought so. Forgot to check where they were. Okay, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Okay. We are on our way to the... Oh, whoops. I almost forgot. Gotta have smart ass open. Whoa! Okay. No, just kill the rotation. Not prograde. Don't do that. Actually, it's probably easier if we just, you know, do that. Okay, that's fine. Just stay at that. Okay. Actually, yeah. If that's pitch 90, what would that be? Is that 45? Or would it be 135? I think 45. Okay, we're fine. Oh, nuts. You know what I've just realised I haven't done? Okay, abort. I didn't put fuel lines on. That was stupid. And now I can't put fuel lines on. There we go, okay. And of course it just adds 1. There we go, okay. We're fine. Oh yeah, that's another point. I've noticed an outbreak of people pretending to be Kurt. So I know Kurt J. Mac. I like his videos. He's very funny. But I've noticed a lot of people starting to sort of... Oh, very funny. I didn't arrange that again. Yeah, I've noticed an outbreak of people saying sort of indeed and stuff that he says, you know. But sort of the way he says it, not necessarily things he says, but the way he says it, especially indeed is a favourite. Don't. I find it kind of cheesy to do that. I really do. Sort of, yeah, kind of just pretend to be Kurt. Because if Kurt's Kurt, and it just sounds a bit odd if you sort of speak as if you're him. I don't know whether that's a problem or not. It's just a niggle I have. Although, to be fair, I've only heard two people say it. Two people, like, properly do it. That is the Space Core. Huh, that's quite cool. Actually, is there any music playing while we're flying? Nope, just the sound of the engines. Okay, well, we're going fine anyway. This will be my first interplanetary thing I've done. I hope it goes fine. I also don't know how long I've been recording for. Okay. So hopefully we'll be able to get to Duna in this episode. Ah, here we go. Here's the bit where I get to eject these. Oh, I should also have done that. Like a charm. Also, that's kind of... Oh, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I should have pitched over at 10. Okay. I should have pitched over at 10 degrees. I mean, 10 kilometers. Oh yeah, I've noticed some people as well not pitching over enough while you're going along. Because of really, to get into an orbit, at 10 kilometers you need to pitch over to 90, this line here. And then it'd be fully pitched over by about 30 kilometers. Because if your orbit will go over here, but it widens it loads. I mean, the air resistance is negligible. It's mainly the widening of the orbit you need, because if you've got a really shallow orbit, then yes, you can wait until you've got to the apoapsis to burn. But then when you're at the apoapsis, it takes you so long to burn, you're already falling back down to the planet, and you end up with a really elliptical orbit, or no orbit at all. So you really need to try and widen that as much as you can. I've just gone quite high so I can... Come on, tilt the rocket, tilt the rocket. I've just gone quite high so I can... Oh. Throttle down. So I can time warp quicker to get into position. Oh, I've got a tank of fuel left. Am I getting closer or further away to the apoapsis? Closer. Nearly there. And throttle down. Done. Also, you don't want to have the apoapsis sort of pointing in this direction if you can help it. It's best to have them sort of side to side here, rather than up and down here, relative to where your ship is. Because you end up with a rounder orbit, as you can see. But that's a pretty round orbit, if I did say so myself. Right, where am I facing in relation to the sun? Ah, here we go. Okay, let me just check the trajectory thing. Right, I want to be around 150 degrees. Ah, okay, that's fine actually. Because I just need to go over here, about there. There we go, and then I can just burn. So if I just point prograde. This engine, because I've still got fuel in this stage, this will be a massive help. So let's just try burning. I might have been a little bit shallow, but should be okay. Just burn until I'm out of fuel, basically. Whoa, okay. Let's just point retrograde. No, hang on. Is it expanding it? Yeah, it is expanding it. Oh, and I'm out of fuel. Okay. Say bye-bye to that. I should have put Serpetrons on it, actually. And, oh, hang on. Ah, that might be a problem. It's fine, though. It's fine. It's fine. I can do that. Aha! I've beaten you. No, I haven't. Did that do anything? Did I do anything while doing that? Actually, if I put that up there... Oh, balls. Okay. Ah, nuts. I was afraid of that. The engine's still not firing, though. Why is the engine not firing? Have I done something stupid, or is it actually broken? Okay. Actually, let's just see whether we can do this, because if you can see that a very little amount of fuel goes a very long way. Balls. I'm gonna have to start this again now. Remember, kids, always check your staging. No encounters. That or the setting thing just isn't working. I think the setting thing isn't working. Let's just time warp until we're out. Boom, okay. Retrograde. Are we going anywhere? Please tell me we're going somewhere. Okay. How much fuel have we got left? Oh, not much. Oh, the parachutes are attached, though. That's a good thing. That means they're working. We're a very small probe, so this is working. No, okay. I admit defeat. And we're out of fuel. Okay. We might one day get somewhere. There's Kerbal. But for now. Okay, well, I know that was purely a staging issue, so next episode, I'll do this properly. And I will land the probe. I will land the probe. Okay. Well, that failed. Okay, you win. Actually, let's leave it there. Okay. The music's probably playing again, but yeah, I'll stop saying okay now. Just realised I was saying it a lot. Yeah, okay, next episode I'll... Damn it. I said okay again. Next episode I'll try that again. That was embarrassing. How did I get the staging catastrophically wrong? And actually, why wasn't the engine firing at all? Because I'm sure it should have fired. Yeah, it definitely should have fired at some point. Unless there was some sort of glitch. I don't know. I'll try again next episode. That was really confusing. But for now, and the next episode will be tomorrow, just so you know. But for now, I'll see you next time. Subscribe for more. Goodbye.